Can you believe it? The Washington Commanders are finally coming back to D.C. A brand new, modern stadium is set to rise by the Anacostia River, right where RFK once stood. With parks, homes, and better transit in the works, this is more than football. It's a total game changer for the city. The Washington Commanders, who last played in D.C. at RFK Stadium in 1996, have officially announced a plan to build a new $3 to $4 billion stadium right in D.C. by 2030. In today's video, we dive into the rich history of RFK Stadium and the Washington Commanders' glory days. We'll explore why the team moved in 1997, what's changed since, and reveal details of the exciting 2025 stadium deal, urban redevelopment plans, and how it's all set up to reshape D.C. RFK Stadium, originally known as D.C. Stadium, opened its doors in 1961 as a multi-purpose venue for both baseball and football. It quickly became the home of the Washington Commanders, then called the Redskins, for 35 unforgettable seasons, from 1961 to 1996. During that time, the team turned into a powerhouse, winning 3 Super Bowl titles: Super Bowl 17 in 1982, Super Bowl 22 in 1987, and Super Bowl 26 in 1991, plus 5 NFC Championship games, all at RFK. The stadium's circular cookie-cutter design, complete with movable grandstands and a distinctive cantilevered roof, gave fans an electric experience. People still talk about how the place would literally shake when fans jumped around during the Joe Gibbs era. RFK wasn't just a stadium, it was a fortress, a true home field advantage that helped create some of the most legendary moments in Washington sports history. Over the years, RFK hosted more than just football. It saw college games, World Cup matches, DC United soccer, huge concerts, and even Olympic soccer in 1996. But by the 1990s, the stadium was showing its age, and team owner Jack Kent Cooke was ready for something new. The legendary RFK chapter came to a close in December 1996 with a win over the Cowboys. After that, the Commanders moved on, and RFK never quite recovered from losing its biggest star. In 1997, the Commanders packed up and left D.C., building a brand new stadium in Landover, Maryland, just about 5 miles or 8 kilometers from downtown. The $251 million venue opened as Jack Kent Cooke Stadium, later renamed FedEx Field in 1999, and now goes by Northwest Stadium after a 2024 naming rights deal. At its peak, it held over 90,000 fans, but today it's down to about 62,000. Despite the size, it never quite matched the magic of RFK. For nearly 30 years, the team played in Maryland, but fans never stopped dreaming of a return home. Meanwhile, back in D.C., RFK stood mostly quiet as other sports found new homes, like Nationals Park for baseball and Capital One Arena for basketball and hockey. But that's all about to change. On April 28, 2025, something big happened. D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser and the Commanders owner Josh Harris made it official. The Commanders return to Washington. A new 65,000-seat stadium will rise on the RFK site, backed by a massive $2.7 billion private investment fund from the team, marking the largest private investment in D.C. history. The city will add another $500 to $600 million for infrastructure, roads, utilities, and transit upgrades, bringing total public transport to around $1.1 billion. Today, they will transform all 100 acres into a vibrant mixed-use campus. The stadium will feature a fixed roof, allowing for year-round events such as concerts, conventions, and winter sports. It'll occupy just 11% of the site, with the remaining area planned for 5,000 to 6,000 homes, at least 30% of which will be affordable housing. Additionally, a 32-acre stretch along the Anacostia River will be preserved as a green space. This project will bring football back while also creating housing, parks, jobs, and revitalizing an underused part of the city. Let's talk about the design. The new Commanders Stadium will be bold, sleek, and built for the future. Designed to seat approximately 65,000 fans, this state-of-the-art roofed arena will promise year-round comfort and modern flair. It'll combine glass, steel, and potentially engineered wood to emphasize sustainability. Architectural concepts will showcase a striking translucent roof canopy and expansive glass windows at both ends, framing iconic views of the Capitol and the Washington Monument. Inside, a multi-tiered seating bowl will provide an intense, immersive fan experience. The stadium will feature advanced lighting, smart climate control, water-efficient systems, and will aim for LEED Gold certification or higher. To mitigate flood risks near the Anacostia River, engineers will incorporate elevated structures and sophisticated drainage solutions. Accessibility will be a priority, with metro connections, enhanced shuttle services, and potential transit upgrades backed by $202 million in funding. Nearby, the fields at RFK will be preserved and a new youth sports complex will be developed. This won't just be a high-performance venue. It'll be envisioned as the centerpiece of a vibrant, sustainable urban campus for generations to come. Before the new stadium rises, the old RFK must come down. Though it stood empty for years, the aging concrete shell remained untouched until DC began hazardous material removal in 2022. Full demolition began in 2023, with implosions scheduled for early 2025. Crews are safely removing asbestos, lead, and contaminated soil to prepare the site. Once the area is cleared, foundation work will begin. Expect deep pilings for flood protection, modular components for faster assembly, and precast concrete for the seating areas. Demolished materials like concrete and steel will be recycled and reused on site. Green construction is a top priority. Stormwater systems, rooftop gardens, and likely solar panels will help meet DC's rigorous sustainability goals. Technology such as ground-penetrating radar will assist crews in avoiding underground hazards. Air quality and dust levels will be carefully monitored. From teardown to grand opening, this is a decade-long endeavor driven by smart planning, sustainable practices, and next-generation engineering. Beyond the stadium, the RFK site is evolving into a vibrant new neighborhood. Plans include around 6,000 new housing units, 30% of which are reserved as affordable, along with parks, trails, playgrounds, and a year-round youth sportsplex. The goal is to create a livable, inclusive space with something for everyone. A major part of the redevelopment is the new Kingman Park District, which will transform underused riverfront land into mixed-use zones and public open space. Local businesses will be prioritized in the development process. Infrastructure improvements are central to the plan, including new roads, enhanced transit connections, and up to 8,000 parking spaces. One proposal even includes a pedestrian bridge across the Anacostia River. Federal legislation passed in 2024 ensures that at least 30% of the land remains green and public. That means real waterfront access, preserved open spaces, and a balanced mix of housing, retail, and recreation. While the stadium may grab headlines, the larger story is the long overdue transformation of an iconic site into a thriving, connected urban hub. This development is set to transform DC in a big way. Stadium construction alone will create around 14,000 jobs. Think carpenters, engineers, electricians, and laborers, and another 2,000 permanent positions once everything's up and running. Over the next 30 years, the project is expected to generate $15.6 billion in economic activity and $4 billion in tax revenue. For comparison, this outpaces many other sports deals in the area. The neighborhoods around the stadium, especially in Ward 7, will see a huge boost. Think about how Capitol Riverfront skyrocketed after Nationals Park opened. Property values and business activity surged. That's exactly what we can expect here in Southeast DC, where development has been slower. This stadium will pump fresh energy into the area, creating jobs and attracting investment. Culturally, the return of the Commanders is a big deal. For DC residents, it's about having the home team back where they belong. The NFL commissioner even said a roof stadium increases the chances of hosting Super Bowl. Imagine the Commanders playing right here in DC. Plus, with concerts, college games, and community events filling the calendar, the stadium will quickly become a major year-round venue. Local businesses, from hotels to restaurants to shops, are already getting ready for the boom. Fast forward to 2030, when the Commanders take the field in their brand new stadium. It'll be a moment to remember. After years of demolition and construction, we'll see thousands of fans filling the stands with the Capitol in the background. But this project is more than just building a stadium. It's about reviving an entire district. The new stadium will be the centerpiece of a thriving, vibrant neighborhood, a true landmark for DC's future. We're excited to see this project unfold, and we'll keep you updated as it goes. What do you think of the new stadium plans? Are you thrilled about the Commanders coming home? Or do you have questions about the development? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Commanders' return and the big construction behind it, Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to BuildBox for more episodes.